is going on, Burke fam? I am Steve, hashtag Team No Sleeves from Burke Family 54 Comics. Welcome to another episode of our Thursday night chat, powered up comic book reviews. I'm excited to be reviewing comic books, hang out with some of my friends. It's a little bit different of a panel tonight. It's going to be an awesome time. Before we do that, let's hit that intro. All right, like I said in the open, I'm going to have a little bit different of a panel tonight. I'm going to go ahead and start bringing them in one by one. It's kind of a big panel. It's going to be an awesome time. First up, we got Southern Comic Geek. What up, dude?
Hashtag Team No Sleeves, man.
There we go.
Hulk smash that right now. Hulk smash it right now.
Boom. There we go. Thank you, sir. Next up, we got Dave, Mark Spector Comics. What's up, dude?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing tonight?
Dude, we are doing well, man. We are doing well. Did you read that that Firepower book I sent you yet?
No, I'm still working on it. Haven't finished it yet.
It's a big one. It's a big one. Next up, we got Ryan, the new guy. He's always here. What's up, dude?
Hey, what's going on, man? Excited to be here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm excited to hang out with you as well. Finally, we have one of my good friends in the community. He just sent me, well, I'm not going to show it off. You got to watch the video. One of my good friends. We got Mark from Legion of Comics. What's up, man?
What's going on, y'all?
Dude, we are doing well tonight. We are doing good. I think this, would this be better? Or do you guys want this? I think we should go with this. A little close. Okay, really quickly, I do have to remind everyone that our Thursday night chat is brought to you by comic_book_pressing on Instagram. Protect your comic book investment for as little as $10 by pressing it with Eric from comic_book_pressing. He presses all tiers and grades of books, and make sure you use my promo code BURK54 to get free shipping back to you. And I have some books coming back tomorrow from CGC that were all pressed by him. So I'm excited to see the grades and excited to see the books. So make sure you use comic_book_pressing on Instagram for all of your pressing needs. We got some people up in the chat. Let's go ahead and say hi to everyone. Start at the top. Ruben Guzman, what's up, man? How you doing, brother? Mark is here. What up, dude? Robert, what's going on, man? How you doing, dude? Let's see here. Ryan, what's up, Ryan?
Hey.
Steven, how's it going, man? Let's see here. The Cover Collector. What's up, Sam? How you doing, man? Alex, what's up, dude? How you doing? Let's see here. Bear Island Comics. What's up, dude? How you doing? It's been a while, man. How you doing? Let's see here. I think, is that everyone? Mark Spector is here. Everyone's, well, you didn't comment in the chat yet. Okay. Southern Comic Geek is obviously here. Oh, wait. What's up, dude? Dude, I need to go get yours. The thing he got me, I posted on my Instagram earlier today. I need to go get that here shortly. But also, I forgot to do this. Oh, I need to upload the new one. Whoops. Give me just a second here. We had another person join, so I have to update this. And there we go. Okay, thank you to my channel members and our family tier. We got Ruben Guzman, Legion of Comics, which is joining me right now. Mark, Sam, the Cover Collector, Mike V, Keith over at Deep Dive Comics, Robert Flash 6792, Dustin, the Comic Book Poser, Selwyn, Collectibles Lounge, and Kidrano Prince. Thank you guys for being in the family tier. In the friend tier, we got DJ Links. In the supporter tier, we got a couple people on my panel. Southern Comic Geek, we got Mark Spector Comics, we got 2BrothersComics, we got Adrian Pandawesome316, whole bunch of really awesome people. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. I really, really appreciate it. Did we get everyone? Oh, yep. What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, I think we got everyone. How are we doing today, guys?
Good.
Awesome. Good. Everyone's doing well. Nice. How was your guys' new comic book day yesterday or today?
Heavy.
See, for me, this was a pretty light week, but I think almost every book I've read has been like the best of whatever series it's from, you know?
Okay.
Wasn't too
Very
heavy for
high
me.
quality week.
Mine was pretty light. I went today.
I went today too. During lunch. That's when you guys saw me go live. Okay, so this is a part of the show where we show off what books we grabbed this week. I will go first here. Let's do this. There we go. Okay. I showed this off earlier on my stream. Obviously, we always show it off on my show. Okay, we got Nightwing 76. Really good story. I read this. So good. I'm loving everything about Nightwing. Written by Dan Jurgens. Really good. I love this cover too. I prefer this over the variants. I read this as well. We're going to talk about this. Batman number 103. Got to get the Matina variant. Just love it. Venom 30, which was really good, and we'll talk about this a little bit tonight as well. Love this cover. Let's see. I've not read this yet. Death Metal number 5. Pretty cool cover. Pretty cool. I think this is an Art Germ cover, right? It's got to be. Isn't it? It's Art Germ, right?
I think so.
Looks like it.
Looks like it. So many people were telling me to get this book. Mark was one of them. I picked it up.
Yes.
Crossover.
Oh.
Very
Is this
good.
a variant? I think this is a variant.
Yeah.
Is that still the first one?
But that's like the coolest, like it was a more standard variant. It wasn't an exclusive, but that's like a really nice cover. And number 2 has like a matching cover with you said you haven't read it?
I have not read it yet.
Number 2 has a matching cover with a character on it in that same style.
Oh, nice. That is a variant cover by Jeff Shaw, it said. Okay, and then these 2 books came out last week. I didn't get a chance to get them until today. Because of parent-teacher conferences last week and all that. Oh, no. Oh, man. Dude, you got to stop redlining that truck, man. Wheels, bro.
There was a time when Steve's car went out.
Last year, yeah.
Last year, yeah. I remember that.
Yep. Power Rangers number 1. He only had one cover. So I got this one cover, and it connects to the other one. So I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I like that one. It was a cool one. There really wasn't any bad covers in that.
Not at all.
Flash 765 and Hook Lee. So that is my haul for the week. I haven't read it yet, but
that book was so bad.
I'm sure it is. CG, you're up next, buddy.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Got Death Metal, the regular A cover. I believe that's what that is. Got the Stormbreakers. That's just a giveaway, but it has all the various artists in there. And so
that's cool.
Figured it might be something one day. Who knows? Rorschach number 2. Juggernaut number 3. Once and Future number 13. Wasn't able to get any of the special covers on that one. Cable number 6. Hellions number 6. That's an In-Hook League cover. Yeah.
Nice.
Then you got X-Force number 14. Devil's Red Bride number 2. Bounty Hunters number 7. Kind of ends that story arc there. Walking Dead Deluxe, the David Finch cover. Got Batman 103, of course.
Oh yeah.
And I got that cover, and then I got also picked this up. I don't know if we're just showing new comics or old comics.
Oh, I love that.
Nice. Yeah, really
That
nice.
is cool.
That is really cool.
Picked that up at the LCS for $3 today after digging in through some boxes. Also picked up Moon Knight number 9.
Cover.
The Wildcats acetate cover from Wizard from back in the day. And got the Rorschach before Watchmen stuff. Nice covers. The guy that's doing the I think it's the same guy that's doing the Detective B covers right now. And
Bermejo.
of course, these 2, which I'm going to love to talk about. Something's Killing the Children as well as the A cover of Batman 103. So that's what I picked up.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And I will say this, and we'll talk about it. But Something Is Killing the Children was probably my read of the week. And that's the second book I've read from it. So that just tells you how highly I thought of it. Mark Spector Comics. Let's get you front and center. Here we go.
So like I said, it was a pretty light week for me. The shop I went to didn't have the few of the books I was looking for, so I only picked up one book for New Comic Book Day, and then the other two were back issue stuff.
Okay.
So I picked up from Scout Comics, Children of the Grave, #1.
Nice.
And then the two back issue bin books I picked up was Star Wars. This is from the Dark Horse. #2, Dawn of the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
And the other book was Star Wars Legacy. This is from Volume 2, issue #1. This is the first appearance of the great-great-granddaughter of Han Solo.
Did you get Darth Vader #7? It came out like a week or two ago.
I did not.
Okay. I know that has like a whole bunch of firsties in it.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Apparently there is. So
that's all I got. It was a pretty light week. There was one book I was really eyeing to get, and that they only had the one for 5 per store copy variant, which was the A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night.
okay.
That sounded like a pretty interesting read. It was basically a lonely vampire girl stalks an Iranian ghost town, home to prostitutes and pimps.
Just got more interesting.
That's not Barry Burke family approved.
So that's pretty much the synopsis of that. So it looked pretty interesting, and it had some cool covers too.
Nice.
What publisher does that?
It was a small publisher. I want to say it was Behemoth.
Okay.
Oh, wow. And you said the title of that is the summary, basically?
The title is called A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. So it's it's basically
actually I was gonna guess
it's a comic book adaptation of a 2014 Iranian film.
Yeah, that's what Stefan Link just said. It was based on indie film.
Yeah.
See, and I would have guessed it was, I think it's Vault, because they have like Atlantis wasn't built for tourists and it eats what feeds it or whatever, That sounds like their kind of deal there.
Very straightforward.
Yeah.
Here we go. Marky Mark.
And the Funky Bunch.
So I've only picked up my DC stuff so far. I had to work all day today. So I have Immortal Hulk and We Live issue 2 waiting for me tomorrow. But I already picked up Batman 103. Justice League 57, the finale to the Doom Metal tie-in, and I got the cover B for that as well. Death Metal issue 5, and that's my reader copy, and then the cover A as well. And then Rorschach issue #2 by Tom King. And then lastly was Joker Harley Criminal Sanity #6.
Dude, I bet I want to see. I gotta get one of those sometime because Miko doing interiors. Just show me a page real quick. Just give it a little tease. Oh, dude.
There's not much you could tease from this book on a family-friendly show.
Okay.
Black Label.
This is the definition of Black Label. It's insane. It's like an insane true crime style story in the vein of Joker and Harley, and the way they do it, it's very realistic. It's kind of a different take on Harley. Instead of just being a psychiatrist, she's like a serial killer profiler, So the police have hired her to try to figure out who this Joker is, because in this universe, like, no one's ever seen the Joker. They just know of a killing that someone left a calling card, so his legends kind of preceded him. And it's really cool because they do like flashbacks in color, which I can't show you that page or that page. There you go. There's like flashbacks in color, but most of the book, when it's in real time, it's done in black and white.
What is that, like American History X or whatever?
Yeah, kind of. but kind of opposite of it, I guess. But it's really cool, man. It's very well written. It's got a good pace to it. And yeah, it's awesome. I've loved it.
Nice. I will try it out just for the Miko interiors.
You won't like it because it's not going to leave you happy. It's very real world, gritty, detective, violent stuff. And if you, as you said in your podcast, you like to finish reading books and feel happy. This ain't it.
I do.
This ain't it.
Okay. Well, then maybe I won't.
That's how I felt about last week's
Did you not
Flash
read
book.
Batman Damned?
I did read Batman Damned, and I thought it was trash.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, did that leave you happy?
I sold those books.
Just issue 1. Just issue 1.
Oh yeah, it was yeah. Okay, Ryan. Let's put you right there. There we go.
It's like Hollywood Squares or something.
I know, dude.
Brady Bunch. Here's the story of a Berkey. Oh, okay.
These are the only 2 books I picked up today. I hadn't actually got a physical copy of Giga yet, so I got fortunate. They had 1 copy of the cover I really liked, so I went ahead and picked that up. And Big Girls number 4, this series has been pretty phenomenal. I really like it. And then I have a couple books here. I interviewed the guy that made these books, so I had them sitting here, so I thought I would show those off. And he sent me a really cool, his original ash can for his comics and stuff. He sent me a copy, so now I have this tiny little ash can. I was like, that's pretty cool. So that's all the books I really have right here right now.
That's what's up, dude. That is what's up.
It's really cool.
I kept getting all those notifications about all those interviews you did. And it was only
So
just but you just
many.
kept cutting it up and just kept posting it like twice a day, 3 times a day. It felt like so.
I thought my phone was broken because it kept having like
Yeah.
a similar image
Burn
on it.
residue.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Burn residue.
Like
Burn
father, like
residue.
daughter.
Yeah, I took care of that. I found that setting. So I was like, because I was like, man, what the heck? Surely you can like send things out without notifying everybody, you know? And finally I found that option. So
Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, so what book should we review first, or what do you guys want to talk about? I figured we would talk about Batman for sure, and then talk about some Venom if people wanted to, and something that's killing the children, and anything else people want to talk about.
cool.
So what should we start with?
Everybody mentioned Batman, so let's start there.
Let's start with Batman. Okay, all right. So, Batman 103 by James Tynion IV, and I think the art is by Pagalion and another dude. Anyways, honestly, it to me, every single issue, so good. This is probably, it went from one of DC's worst books to one of its best. Just because it changed from one writer to another. So, what did you guys think of Batman number 103?
I enjoyed it.
Good.
I liked it. Yeah.
I thought it was
Yeah.
good. I like the details a lot more than like the grander scheme of that issue. But yeah, I thought it was really cool, and I thought it was really neat how they kind of like got into some of the details about what's his name, Ghostmaker.
Ghostmaker.
And yeah, kind of finally gave us a little more on him. It was nice to finally get some meat out of that little tease they've been trailing along.
So many notifications. Yes, and we still don't know. Is this guy blind, or is he not blind? Does he got some like Daredevil in him? Like, what is the deal? Because he keeps covering his eyes, but those stripes are going over his eyes, and his suits, there is like little cutouts for him, but they're very small. I like, just based on what we're seeing, it almost feels like he is blind. What do you
Yeah, I assume that he is.
Using some kind of technology assist to be able to see, because you can tell that he's very technological.
Very, very tech savvy. So maybe he is. Yeah.
I kind of I don't know. I kind of came up with a half-cooked idea on this actually last night. Have you seen? Have you guys seen? Oh man, what's that movie where they like do like kung fu with guns? Equilibrium.
Oh,
No,
with
nobody's
Christian
seen it?
Bale,
Yeah.
like came out back when Matrix came out back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, in this, they use like this weird like kung fu with guns, and it's all like this mathematical thing where they're calculating if I hit here, I'm most likely to hit you. You know, based on like all this math they're doing in their head as they're fighting. So I'm kind of thinking maybe this guy is blind, but he's using algorithms. You know, because social media and algorithms are all the rage these days. I feel like he's got like some kind of like techno system around him that's calculating algorithmically and telling him like block here, punch there, you know, and like
His
using
ghost
that.
net.
Yeah, and using that. So
Almost
like,
like an Iron Man type thing, and I think it was Civil War. He's like, okay, look at the way he's punching and kicking, and then create a counter move, kind of like that. Is what you're saying?
yeah. Basically, he would know mathematically what the odds are of hitting or blocking in certain locations. You know,
Nice. Well,
basically being able to predict what's going on around him without actually being able to see it happening.
true.
So what was that movie called?
Equilibrium.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of Bulletproof Monk initially.
Oh, Sean William Scott.
Very different movie. Yeah.
Very.
What did you
I got
guys?
excited.
I like Batgirl back as Oracle.
Yes.
She doesn't seem to be as I don't know, SJW as what she was in Batgirl 75. So hey, I like her back as Oracle.
I was excited for a split second when it showed Orphan because she's like supposed to be this teetotal awesome fighter. And as soon as I saw her, I'm like, okay, here we go. Get her in the fight and let's see what's about to happen. And then it was just like one of those cliche little parts of a book I've read 1,000 times and stuff. Oh, you stopped this person, but I was already on it. And I'm like, yeah. For me, I kind of deflated Ghostmaker a little bit in this one because leading up to this, Batman hadn't like touched him yet. And he's just been beasting him. And then all of a sudden in this one, Batman's like, he's been mad since I was 15 and I showed him up. Or when I was 20 and he couldn't beat me in a fight. I'm like, what? Like you were just kind of building him up. Now he's just trash all of a sudden. And then you're going to fly through a window with swords in you. Like, come on. So I don't know. There was a little bit of inconsistency. I was a little more expecting him to kind of just walk the dog on Batman without, which he did. So I don't think it was necessary for them to just deflate him completely in the middle of doing all that. So that was a little weird. Because Batman hadn't touched him yet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was really weird. Like the first stuff before, like the things before the Harley scene felt very different from all the things like after the Harley scene. You know,
that Harley scene was awesome though. I'm excited about.
That was cool.
After the Poison Ivy tease they did in 1027. Then seeing this, how they're making sure we're not forgetting that.
What's up, FaceTime? How's it going, man? We are reviewing and talking about Batman 103.
I'm not sure why Clown Hunter would have stopped to try to kill Harley or how he specifically got in her room when he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was a little let down there. I feel like we didn't get as much Clown Hunter as they keep teasing, you know.
I don't know. But I'm liking it. I didn't, at first, I'm like, what is this Clown Hunter business? This guy seems weak.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Dude, I liked him at first, and now he's just kind of.
I think he's just annoying.
Yeah, now he's starting to feel it. He wasn't at first when he was dropping people off buildings and doing his own thing. Now he's just like Dakota Fanning and Man on Fire.
Still not a Clown Hunter. Austin LeMay says.
I'm telling you, like I started reading the series at 99, and since I started reading at 99, the only thing Clown Hunter's done is like dropped one body off a building. That's it. 4 issues. He hasn't done
he had an
anything.
awesome fight against those clown bosses where he went into the projects and just fought them all. I don't remember what issue that was in. Yeah, I think it was in that one shot or something. But dude, that was awesome. That kind of showed us as the reader that this dude isn't just some kid with a bat, that he has some kind of training or he got something going on.
Sounds good, FaceTime. Appreciate that. I also think they're still trying to figure out what to do with him. Are they going to make him a Robin? Are they going to make him a villain, hero? I don't think they're sure. But,
Jason Todd 2.0, the bad boy that Batman tries to take in.
Maybe the Ghostmaker will kill him in the next issue.
That would be cool. I mean, it would be it'd be sad to see him go, but I mean that would have some weight to it.
Yeah.
Like how Ghostmaker told him, "I'm going to kill this kid in front of you because the only way you progress is through trauma. So let's give him some trauma."
It almost seemed like they were teasing that at the end.
I will say this. This is kind of off topic here. I said I was done with all these stupid DC death metal tie-ins, but I saw an ad for one that I'm
Last Stories of the DC Universe. Yes, I knew you were about to show that.
I have to.
That cover's amazing.
You got Nightwing on it. You got
Wally.
West. You got the whole basically Titans on there. Got to get that. Definitely getting that.
Yeah. I'm still enjoying the death metal stuff.
I haven't read number 5 yet, but I didn't get that extreme one.
Well, I'll Instagram message you the synopsis for it. It wasn't too much, but it is necessity.
Oh, it's a necessity for the story?
All of the one-shots have been, man. You're going to be absolutely lost in this one without key point. Like, there's like just one main key point out of that Infinite Hour Extreme that goes into this heavy.
All right, let's see here. I'm talking about Peach Momoko. Yeah, it seems like they can't decide future Robin or not. Becoming Red X.
That would be so awesome.
Burke, I like your Venom 1 of 25 and Something is Killing Children 1 of 25 variants. Nice pickups. I didn't get Venom 1 of 25.
Hey, it's John.
Or Something is Killing Children 1 of 25. Did not get those. I did get Venom regular cover. Is it Stefan or Steven? I feel bad.
Or Stefan.
What's up, John? How's it going, man?
Hey, what's up, John?
So what I kind of thought they were going to do with Clown Hunter is like give him these two diverging paths, right? He can go be like a Robin to Ghostmaker and kind of like learn the ropes of being like a vigilante, but on the wrong side of the law. However, Ghostmaker could make him disappear, like no longer does he have any kind of connection to the world. He can do whatever he wants and go out in the neighborhoods. But knowing how he's connected to his neighborhood, Batman offers him the alternative of like, stay here and protect your city and your neighborhood and your community, and have him have this like big riff of identity, and show us kind of like more depth to a sidekick character, But it does so far seems like they don't know what to do with them. So I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. Red X would be awesome though.
James Tynan knows. I bet he does now, actually. What do you guys think about the art? We got a different artist than Jorge Jimenez the last couple books.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It was smooth motion when Harley and Clown Hunter were fighting. And for me, I don't have to have the cleanest artwork as long as it's smooth from panel to panel and it reads easy. And
yeah,
the action scenes were smooth.
I thought the artwork was good. It is nothing compared to Jorge Jimenez. His artwork is off the chain for sure. He's definitely one of my favorite interior artists.
My only complaint about the current artist is like the parachute pants on Ghostmaker. I don't know what that deal was.
That's
just how he's been. Yeah, it's always been like that.
Even in the like Batman that you can't touch this.
And there was one really bad panel with Harley's face, like really bad.
It's Panda's birthday, and so he's celebrating with his family, so that's why he's not here. Let me do this. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Like it goes from like clean classic style Harley, and then
it's almost like he was rushed in that panel.
Yeah.
And they've talked about that before. Like they've asked artists, when do you know when you're done with a page? And I say when it's deadline time. When you have to submit it. So yeah. I mean, I think Ramita doesn't even do. Sometimes he doesn't even do noses. He has like a line for a mouth and like 2 dots for an eye. If you're not in the foreground, yeah. Survival. No, man, that's not how it really happened. Dustin was not able to make it tonight. Neither was Panda, so I asked my channel members, and these guys decided to hop in, which is great. So, I think you guys coming on here.
We're gonna Shark Tank this, you know.
Oh, look at that! Look at that. He can join always. Nice. Hammer pants. Yes. Yeah, I know. I thought the book was pretty good overall. Honestly, every single one of these, like, they don't have to be like a super key, but it's just enjoyable to read. You know, and my favorite part of the book, honestly, is probably the beginning. Like the first few pages, like, not today, come back tomorrow. And they're sitting there, and then all of a sudden they do end up fighting. But I wanted to see that fight. Where obviously, kicks the crap out of him. I wanted to see.
I was so waiting for him to like pull out a cowl and fight in the desert sands, you know. But they just, but they just didn't let us have it yet.
Already all scarred up too, so I'm wondering how old they're supposed to be in that, because he's already covered in scars.
Yeah, he's got a couple on his arm for sure, in his back and chest.
They're covered. A couple on his arms, his back, his chest,
his feet.
Oh, I didn't see this. Death Metal, the last 52, the War on the Multiverses.
Yeah, that's a really cool cover. It reminds me of the Rangers cover they just did.
Oh yeah, the one you sent me.
Maybe.
It does. It does. I got it right here.
I was talking to Brent about that. I like these covers with a white background. They just throw the kitchen sink at it.
Oh yeah.
Hey, at some point, can we talk about Death Metal?
Yeah,
you want to talk about it? I haven't read it.
Oh, okay. We can talk about like an overarching synopsis of it, right?
Dude, without spoiling it, I think they did something really smooth in this with when it comes to DC being so questionable right now, with actual DC, like they went very meta, like outside of the comic with this, because they just had that Ethan Van Shiver, whatever comment come out about DC after Future State.
Ethan Van Shiver doesn't know crap.
I don't know. He hasn't been too wrong yet.
No crap.
I don't know, man.
Look at his track record on stuff like this. That's all I have to say. I don't know the guy. I don't follow him close, but just looking at some of the stuff he said and where they're standing right now, I mean, I wouldn't bet on it, but I wouldn't just dismiss it either.
I think
Jim Lee at Fandom announced that they're going to be slimming down to their main, like, heart of their titles and kind of getting all their ducks in a row again, that it's kind of just gotten too far out there and they want to rein it in. And that's what Death Metal talks about doing. And this whole concept that they've been talking about for a while, where everything counts, they really get into that in a story aspect in this. And I thought it was really cool the way they showed it in forms of knots. That's all I really say about that. And untying all the knots that is the jumbled up continuity. Here, buddy.
But did somebody put out something that they were going to just essentially do away with continuity?
I
don't think so.
No. I mean, overall, I think it's been a fun read. It is getting a little in the weeds for me personally, just because I'm not in a large part a DC guy. You know, I'm Batman. I mean, I know enough about the other characters.
Right.
I guess enough to be dangerous, but I'm not deep in the lore of DC. It's been a fun read overall. I don't know if it's kind of spoiled. The end's kind of spoiled for me because of Future State and some of this other stuff. You just kind of wonder, is this going to be one of those crises that they always have that has no lasting repercussions?
I don't know.
I
It's
don't
just
think so.
Nothing's going to happen to the characters. Nothing.
What I'm assuming is happening, and Flash is a prime example of this happening, where Flash is only coming out because it's expected to come out. There's nothing else is going to happen in Flash that matters, that counts. These are just throwaway issues. They might as well just be those little free weekly reads that come out on the DC Universe digital app, because all they're doing is filling the shelf until we get to March. Because after Future State, they just need all these titles to end at the same time as Death Metal. Death Metal is the meat and potatoes of their continuity right now. Everything else just has to get to an end. Nothing's going to come out of this Ghostmaker thing. Nothing's going to come out of Detective. Nothing's going to come out of Sinmar with Superman. Everything is just getting us to it where they all end their story arcs at the same time. So we have Endless Winter just to get a cash grab for DC. Future State, where they actually give all their big people time to fall off the books, and they're going to get smaller tier writers and artists in and start working on the new line of streamed down books. It's all timing out perfectly.
What's up, Kedrano? How's it going, man?
So, yeah, I just don't understand why you would have a very hot title like Batman, and you've built momentum with this storyline to the point to where people said I was done with Batman. I'm not reading it no more. Tom King's killed him to me. And then in a few issues, he's gone to being the best title that DC has, and then you're just going to stop that. You're going to put the brakes on it for this whole Future State garbage, only to try and start it up later. It doesn't make any business sense to me, right?
Well, they very well could keep this same Batman storyline going, because they announced like Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman are going to for sure be going on, and who else is going to be going on? I don't know, but I know those three for certain are going to keep going on as monthly.
They'll never lose the Trinity. Those three will be in existence perpetually, you know.
But I don't know.
But I mean, they're pushing pause on it, I mean, that's my point. I mean, they're essentially pushing pause on it. We'll pick back up later.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I've long said they're probably going to reboot their whole universe in March. Whenever
But
now we know it's called
Metal
Future
5.
State or whatever. But
That's not
That's
really
just that's a 2-month special event where it's just a look into the future of DC Comics, and then it's gone. It's done. Again, it's giving the actual people at DC time to get what they're about to do in order.
Is anyone going to read Endless Winter? Is that I'm probably.
I feel like that is falling more and more off everybody's radar.
Legion
DC.
They're going to be reading
DC to death. Now I'll read it. I'll let y'all know what I think. I'm excited about this Justice League Viking thing. You know, we get Swamp Thing back in like the Viking days. Black Adam was alive and rocking back then, so he's on this team, and you get Wonder Woman's mom a part of it, and I'm excited to see what this Viking prince is. So I don't think it's going to have any big weight or anything. I enjoy Justice League. I pick up Justice League all the time, no matter what's going on in it. It's just fun for me. I mean, I'm a classic Justice League guy, so for me, this is just another random Justice League story.
So that Justice League is the only part of Death Metal that I have not picked up. I've picked up all the other one-shots, and that kind of stuff. Am I missing something there?
Yes, absolutely. The back in issue 3 of Death Metal, when Wonder Woman released everyone from the prison, she tasked Hawkgirl with going and freeing the Legion of Doom, basically, because they were on Perpetua's throne, which was just like the Crisis Energy tuning fork. So they needed to break them off that, because she was siphoning the energy through their powers through the throne, which all happened in Year of the Villain with the whole Apex Lex and everything, and the Rise of Legion of Doom. They all got backstabbed and hell arisen and put on the throne. It was actually pretty wicked. But so you follow the Teen Titans, just Dick Grayson, Starfire, and Hawkgirl, and then they bring back Cyborg and someone else from the actual Justice League Odyssey book. So they bring that continuity back into it, and you just follow them to go get them off the throne. It was pretty cool, because you read number 5 already, right?
Mm-hmm.
That opening scene where questionable people pop up out of nowhere,
Yeah.
that actually overlaps at the end of the finale of Doom Metal. Like, there's actual crisscross. It's really cool.
I might just go back.
Do you write like continuity Wikipedias or something, dude? Like, it trips me out how good you are with all these different continuities, man. Like, you got Rangers on lock, you got DC on lock. Like,
I've been doing this a long time.
Oh my god, that's crazy, dude.
You guys want to talk about Venom?
Y'all can. I don't have that on lock.
Man, I didn't read it. I don't read Venom.
I was about to say too.
Oh.
Yeah. I've just set out all the Kate stuff, unfortunately.
It was so good. It was the.
I believe it.
It was the. What's up, Selwyn? Mark is with the ish. He is for sure. This league was written by Josh Williamson, who is the Flash writer.
Fire. Yeah, there you go. Burke, you read it, didn't you?
Justice League. No,
Yeah, didn't you start picking it up when Nightwing showed up in there?
no.
You missed out. He was the front and center of the whole thing.
Has he really been?
Absolutely.
Now I need to go back and check it out.
Dude, like it's
My
you
God.
know he just came back in Batman. Like it's weird how they're kind of like intertwining this continuity because he just came back in Batman, but the start of him popping up in Death Metal is him popping back with his memories as well. Like it's literally like a divergent timeline from him getting back as Nightwing. It's really cool.
Right. Interesting. So no one read Venom except for me. Okay, that's cool.
Tell us about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Tell us, what you thought.
What's that?
Tell us
Tell
what
us
you
about
thought
it. I don't read it. Just tell us. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So
Save us $3.99.
I will take you through Venom 30, okay? Which is really the lead up to the King in Black. So,
Yeah, it's the end of the story arc.
So you guys want? Okay, I'm gonna spoil it for you guys. So if you've not read it and you don't want to know about it, now's your chance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. It's been good. Okay, so Eddie, who's Venom, is in another universe with his son Dylan, who has the power to basically strip people of their symbiotes. And in this other universe, Dylan is older and he is the main villain. His name is Codex. And what's up, Comics Talk Weekly? How's it going? Eddie in that universe is dead, but his wife, Annie, is alive, while in this universe, Annie is dead. So it's like they can become a family for a little bit because they all know each other, but it's like they're not really because they're in like different universes. But then they fight each other at the end, and like everyone in that universe has like their own symbiotes. And then basically Dylan from our universe strips everyone of it. They all basically they merge the two Dylans' memories together to create Codex into a good person. And they go like a year into the future at the end, and he's still recovering, but he's doing better. And everyone's doing better. And then they finally create a gateway to get back to our multiverse or our universe. And they get back, and it's right before the King in Black. And they get back to our Earth, and everything's black. There's no stars anywhere. You can't see anything. You're like, where did all the stars go? And then it says continued in King in Black. So basically the whole book was about Dylan, both Dylans, and how he's going to become a hero. So I've talked about it before, but Venom 7 and 9 are definitely books to invest in for sure. So
do you think they're going to completely pass the torch on to Dylan?
I think they're going to. I mean, well, not really, because he can control symbiotes, but he doesn't wear one. And if you are related to him, like his mom or his dad, then like that symbiote can't get hurt. But if he touches another person that has a symbiote, then that symbiote dies. He's like got crazy power. It's pretty cool. They've arrived.
So are you buying all the King in Black tie-ins?
I don't know. I don't like buying all the tie-ins. I'll probably buy the main story, unless it's going to be in Venom. You know what I mean? So I'm going to continue to read Venom.
I'll
read Thor because I'm reading Thor. So
how is this King in Black with all its tie-ins any different than a Dark Knight Death Metal with Null and the Batman Who Laughs and all the Venomized people and all the Batman people?
I mean, it's essentially very similar, but a little bit different too, because there's aliens, and there was like a whole like planet of them, and Null created them. He created all the symbiotes. They're coming to Earth to take the rest of the symbiotes and take over Earth. So a little bit.
And
similar.
Codex was from a
right
different
here.
dimension altogether.
Codex is from another dimension altogether. This guy right here on the cover.
Like, was he from a dark multiverse?
It wasn't a dark multiverse. It was just another Earth.
That's how it's better. Batman.
Yeah, agreed.
So how is King in Black going to be distributed? Is that a single title, and then like Venom's going to cross over into it, or
It'll be a single title with a ton of tie-ins, just like the Legends of
like War of the Realms
sure.
and all that?
Yeah, just like any other crossover.
Yep.
Yeah, that's too much.
So
Yes,
Hey,
I think Steve dropped
Dr.
it.
Wade,
It's saving me a lot of money
What they
because
should-
after Ten of Swords, I'm dropping a lot of the X-Men books. So
he didn't. He didn't hurt his mom. That's what I was saying. If he's related to someone, or he can, I think even he can like decide himself if he wants to hurt the symbiote or not. So
I will say, Steve, that was a great summary of Dragon Ball Z when they have to come back from the future to stop Goku from dying so they can save the present.
I don't collect. I don't know that. I don't do anime.
That's how Gohan was. Like, whenever you made him mad, like if you hurt his mom or dad, like he got real mad and he could save everybody all of a sudden. And then he had to send Trunks back from the future, kind of like coming back from later, and like everything's different.
Hmm.
You should have watched Dragon Ball Z, man. It was great.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Okay, so I thought it was great. It's been great. I'm excited for it going forward. Okay, so what else do you guys want to talk about? What other books do you guys want to talk about? Because I didn't read, Death Metal 5. I didn't. Okay, who read Something Is Killing the Children? Okay, 3 of us have. 4 of us have.
I thought
Mark, read it?
you're not reading it, Mark?
I've told you this already in comments. I'm just now getting caught up.
That's
I've
right.
ordered I've ordered
Okay.
the volume, the trade, and everything. I'm gonna start picking it up. But yeah,
See, there you go.
I've missed the last few issues, but I feel like it's one of those stories you can miss a bunch and just continue.
yeah, I'm
on.
not worried about spoilers. It's fine.
well, the last
See, I feel the
that's
exact
what got me.
opposite.
anyway.
That's what got me wanting to read it. Anyways, is hearing about it. It's not a big deal for me.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
spoil
that I
my
get.
DC books. That's all.
Okay, so here's what I want to say about Something Is Killing the Children. I didn't read it until issue 11. I've been hearing great things from Ryan and Dustin and Panda and a ton of other people that it's so good. And so I knew that there was a new story arc starting in issue 11, which it's really one story, just basically, isn't it basically one story the whole way anyways? It's like
Yeah.
there are many story arcs, but it's the same story throughout, essentially. So everyone's saying it. What's up, Ruby?
Mhm.
Ruby D.
I mean, it's like Stranger Things. Like, there's a lot of characters, and they kind of group off at different points in the story and different combinations. So you're following one coherent story, but yeah, you're getting different perspectives on it from different characters.
So you said you haven't read the first 10 issues?
I have not read the first 10 issues.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah. Like I said,
But I read 11 and 12
Okay.
digitally from Boom. I haven't picked up the floppies. I was confused after 11, but I was like, this is good. Issue 12, holy cow. I read that and I was like, dang, this answers a lot of questions. And the ending was insane. So I'm going to let the people that have been reading it or know more about it talk about it. What do you guys think of Something Is Killing the Children, issue 11? Or sorry, issue 12.
Good. I think it really picked up. The last 2 issues have just been kind of filler issues, which you have to have sometimes to kind of cool things down as long as it's paced well, which from Batman and from Something's Killing the Children, Tynion knows how to pace well, I think. And so the story's really well paced. I started late to the game too. I got the trade, and that's how I caught back up because those first issues are getting pricey now. And so this issue was great. It's really starting to explain some more about the order that she's with. Are we giving spoiler-free reviews, or what are we doing?
No, we're spoiling the crap out of this book. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Give a spoiler warning. So yeah, we find more out about the order, and they show up in the end. I can't wait to read the first issue. As a matter of fact, of all those books that I bought, that was the one on top. And so, when you can't wait to read a comic, it's got your attention. I mean, because it's been a month, right, since the last one. You're ready to read the next one.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, the 11th one, I mean, it was the beginning of a new arc, so it did feel like that one was really just like groundwork for what these next couple of issues are going to get into. But and I wish, like John, I think I heard it from John, but he kind of like put a good phrase to it. Like, now that they're getting back to Erica, it's getting really good again. Like, not that it ever got bad. I hate to say it like that, but In that second story arc, it focused a lot more on some of the other characters, and 11 and 12 have really brought it back to focusing on Erica, and I feel like that tunnel vision is when this is working its best. So I really like this issue. It was pretty incredible.
So I'm going to say something about Tynion in general, and it includes For Something's Killing the Children. I really appreciate his work, and let me tell you the reason why. Some artists or some rather writers put their personal opinions out front and center, and really irritate the people they're trying to sell comics to. Tynion, I can tell from his writings, him and I probably don't agree on some issues, but he doesn't push it down your throat. It's like, okay, it's there, but it's not really the main part of the story type deal. And I'm being very vague. Not to,
unless it's wind.
What's
unless
that?
It's wind. I said unless it's wind.
Oh, okay. I have not read Wind, so maybe that.
I didn't like it.
Okay.
I've had that conversation with Brent, who's on my channel with me a lot, where people push their political agenda, their ideologies out front and center. And I don't mind people having those. I have my own,
Sure.
but when the difference between just being able to see it like it's being spotlighted and just being able to know from the writer, because you can just kind of pick up on it, is the difference between a good and a great writer.
Yep.
If you're a great writer, you can get your point across without it breaking that flow of story, which is so important to me. When I Immortal Hulk had an issue like that right after their first big run where it just dropped. And I'm like, dude, I'm about to stop picking this book up. And for like 2 issues, it was just horrible. And then it got back to it. Just, you still get the same gist of what they're going at. You can guess where their thoughts and opinions are on things, but the book is smooth again, Yeah. It's not a propaganda piece.
Immortal Hulk after that, the whole anti-capitalism deal. I'm like, dude, just
that issue 26. That was literally just a propaganda rag. That whole magazine across the board. They touched on like 10 different major news propaganda pieces. I'm like, this is just weird all of a sudden.
Batgirl 75, worst comic, biggest waste of money I've ever had. The cover is the only thing good about it. But that's character assassination.
Just made
Iceman from Marvel, or how they tried to do Batgirl in 75. If you're a good writer, you can create, and your ideas stand up on their own. You can create your own. You don't have to go back and change somebody's total mythos in order to make it your own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I agree. One thing that I really like about Tynion, I've always said, like, he writes within the character, right? So he's like, this is James, and James has a personality. And when I'm writing for James, like, I'm going to be in the state of mind of James, And it does, like, it kind of isolates his vision from the outside world, shields it from letting too much bleed over. There's obviously, your personality is going to tint every character that you're writing in some way. But, I feel like he really sits down and gets in the mind of Erica while he's writing Erica, or he gets in the mind of James when he's writing James, and I think it just makes for really great writing because there's a lot of things that come organically out of that.
Yeah. Well, and take Erica as an example. Okay. So if you have a liberated, strong-willed, full-force woman, some people are put off by that. I'm not. I'm okay with it. I mean, Erica is an awesome character. But let's take Captain Marvel as an example. Similar, I guess, in nature, meaning that, hey, she's a woman and I'm a woman, hear me roar. But I don't get the same vibe from Erica as I do from Captain Marvel now. So,
James Tynion is an epic writer because I started reading comic books almost 5 years ago. Oh, later, Austin. Later, dude. I started reading comic books almost 5 years ago. I started in January of 2016. And the first 2 books I picked up, Kyle Higgins' Power Rangers issue 0, obviously.
Nice.
Batman TMNT issue 2, because issue 1 had come out the month before, and I read about both being so good. Anyone remembers, the writer for Batman TMNT, all 3 volumes, James Tynion IV. He killed it.
Killed it.
on that.
What'd you think? Did you watch the movie that they did, the DC animated film they did?
I did not, but I heard about
It was good.
like 2 years before it came out that they were even making a movie, because I saw Freddie Williams at a con. He goes, and I was having him sign my books. He goes, just letting you know, they're making a movie out of our comic
It
book.
was really good. And the opening intro is riddled with Easter eggs and the artistic style of it and everything. I'm not going to tell you any more about it. Go watch it.
I need to buy it.
Dude, me and my son, me and Finn sat down and me and him watched all the Ninja Turtle movies right before that came out and went and picked that up, watched that. And then just by happenstance, the next day I came home with a turtle from my job and I walked in the house and Finn ran up to it and said, "Ooh, it's Dude. It's Dude." So he picked that up from Ninja Turtles. So we have a turtle named Dude now because of that movie. It's really cool.
It's a good one. It was really cool. It does use the weird turtle designs that I don't really care for, but the personalities are on point.
Well, it can't be worse than what we saw in Power Rangers TMNT. I was able to get over that because the story was so good. The way that they drew the turtles was
like bandana helmet.
Dude, the way they drew action was the worst.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
It was
like, you know that terrible camera angle you would never want to watch a movie at? That's what we're going to use only for action.
Dude, the movie though, Batman versus Shredder.
That first fight between Batman and Shredder is everything you have ever wanted in your life, man. It is so good.
Oh, such a terrible story and art.
No. That story was awesome, dude. You can say that all day long. Watching the Power Rangers depowered go into Batman's armory and suit up, watching Alpha go big and go ham. Nah. I loved it.
I disliked it a lot.
I even had my dad draw his version of a Montez cover on a blank with Superman holding the Black Dragon helmet.
Dude, let me see. Go get that. Let me see that.
I'm not taking that off the wall. See, you're lucky that I do everything on tablets.
Wait, hold on.
And he also did that Batman Superman #1 up above it as well.
Here we go. Nice.
Oh, cool.
That your dad did that?
My dad used to. My dad is the reason why we have like the comic book store in our local town. It used to just be a paperback bookstore. My dad was buying comics since the '60s. Sold a bunch of comics to get money to get married. They became a comic book store, and he's just always been in the comics. Used to draw all the time and everything. And then you get older, life catches up to you, and you hadn't drawn in like 15, 20 years. So I just started buying blanks, man. And I just drop them off to him. He's like, "What?" I said, "I need you to draw me a cover," and I just leave them there. And if it takes him 2 weeks or 6 months, I just get it back when I get it back. So he's got a Legion of Superheroes blank with him right now. My brother, who's ridiculously artistic, like he did that. It's hard to see that there, but my whole dining room is just set up with like family members' art. So I'm trying to pump my family members full of blanks that are creative at all and just decorate my house with that stuff.
Dude, that's awesome.
That's amazing. That's freaking cool.
Yeah. Wow.
So I did not, I'll be honest. The second gen. Mark the damn second gen legend. Is that a free comic book day shirt?
Yeah, I've got 1,000 of these things, man.
I've
got these in like
I've
got these things as little kid sizes.
We're about to be joined by a freaking legend. First appearance ever on my YouTube channel.
Drum roll.
What? He's real?
He is a real person.
Cowabunga.
What's up, man?
Cowabunga, dude.
Man, they are making androids on the West Coast.
Dude.
It's a real life bot.
Dude, what's up, Ruben? How you doing, man?
I'm good, guys. How are you?
Dude, we're
fantastic.
doing well. I'm so happy to have you on here, dude. It's been forever since I've known you, and I've never seen you on anyone's. So
someone screenshot this.
I'm gonna take it right now.
I just only see you on every YouTube video ever.
Oh, what's going on, Ruben?
So, can you tell us your secret, Ruben?
Oh,
That's my secret right there.
Is that an Italian Mastiff?
That is Italian stuff. Yes, it is. Good eyes.
Dang.
Man,
I
you're
run a
creeping me
kennel.
out, Mark.
I run a kennel, man. I'm a professional
crazy.
dog groomer and run a kennel.
Dude,
It's good to
I
find,
love.
put a face behind the name, you know?
Well,
Yeah.
we've seen this picture a million times.
I've never seen it before, so it's really cool. It's good to finally see you.
Zach Comics is saying what's up. Oh my God, it's Ruby G. Yeah, it is.
I feel like we're gonna
Wow.
find out that Ruben just hired his friend to do this for him.
It's one of those cameo videos.
He does exist. He does exist, man. This is crazy. Dude.
So you're up in Oregon now?
I'm actually just a picture frame model. And
Oh shoot! I gotta send this picture. Here we go. Ruben, what are you up to, man? What are you up to?
Nothing. We just finished eating some ramen for dinner. That was pretty good. And I just been kind of listening to you guys in the background, and yeah, do my thing around the house here. Popping in the chat when I can.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, dude. I appreciate you coming on here, dude. Do you want to talk any Batman or Venom or something that's killing children?
Well, I heard you guys do something that's killing children. What's next? What are we talking about next? Batman?
We did talk about Batman, but we can talk about it again with you, man. What did you think of Batman 103? We all loved it. We thought the art was good, but not as good as Jorge Jimenez.
Yeah, I didn't get that Matina cover. I just got the A cover, but I like anything that Tinian's doing right now. Tinian is killing it right now.
Dude, he really is. He is what is he writing right now? Batman,
Department of Truth.
Department of Truth.
Department of Truth. I haven't read that. Is that pretty good?
If you like,
twisted stuff, yeah, it pushes it. I love it.
What's the copy today? Looking for issue number 1. I could not find it.
I have 2 copies.
Hit
Hit me up on IG.
Yeah, I'll hit you up.
What are you saying, Ruben? I couldn't hear you.
Oh, he had done some issues for Detective Comics a few years back that were good too, and he had a good run on Justice League Dark too.
And we were just talking about how he wrote Batman and TMNT, and that was an amazing series.
That's one of my favorite. I love Freddie Williams. I love the way he does the Turtle. So good. He does all different.
Oh, nice.
Department of Truth.
Book.
Oh,
Very
Nice.
Yeah, I've won it on Whack Comics' channel.
great.
I also always hear about the Woods. Everybody's always talking about the Woods.
Yeah,
I need to go
what is
find
up
that.
with the Woods? What is that?
Lolo.
What's that?
There's a Hill House title right now called the Lolo Woods. I forget who writes
Oh,
it, but
yeah. The Low Woods. Yep.
that was a pretty good read. Like the first 5 issues. That was pretty good.
Hmm.
Nice.
I was a big fan of his writing, like you said, Ruben, in Justice League Dark.
Yeah, I enjoyed his Justice League Dark run. That was very good. I'm writing it now. Who took it over?
When did he write it? Was it New 52 or was it the Rebirth?
No, the recent run he did 1 through I think like 15 or something like that. Someone else took it over.
Okay. I read issue 1 and 2 and it was really good.
Swamp Thing and Wonder Woman and Man Bat. It's a good lineup.
It was a good lineup. Yeah, I did read a part of it, and it was good. It was honestly whatever he writes is just really good. It definitely feels like, dude, I will watch that, Jack. Thank you, Mr. Bolo. Thank you for telling us to be on the lookout for it. We will definitely check it out for sure.
Also, Stefan there, he's talking about the Woods. It's about a high school. Yeah, that's what I heard. It's like a high school gets transported into the middle of some woods, and there's like creatures coming into the school from outside or something like that.
Good.
Did you guys ever read The Immortal Men? He wrote that too.
What was that?
The Immortal Men?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Ruby, did I tell you I have family that lives in Oregon?
Yeah, you did. When I told you I was living up here, you said you in Bend, right?
Bend and Hillsboro and Silverton and Lincoln City.
Oh, nice, all over. You ever get up here and visit them often, or see them very often?
It's like every couple of years, like every 3 or 4 years, we'll go up there just because it's such a long flight or drive. So, where
Next
you
time you
at?
come up, hit me up and we'll get together.
Dude, absolutely, absolutely. And Bueller lives up there too.
Yeah, I emailed him. Next time I'm in his area, we're gonna get some coffee.
Oh,
nice.
coffee is his thing, dude. There you go, man. Nice. Hey, I have to ask you. So, how do you always be the first one in everyone's chat or video? How do you do it?
Dedication, bro.
When you're married to the game.
Favorite channel, so every time the notifications come up, I jump in and I hit the like button and leave a comment, and then I try to stay in as long as I can. But I'm usually always working, so I usually just pop in and for a couple minutes and leave a comment and a like and pop out most of the time.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Oregon Wine says, "Yay, Oregon!" He's an Oregon person for sure.
Okay, and the other question is, how do you start an Instagram account?
Never.
He will not conform to our ideologies. He won't do it. We've all asked him 1,000 times. He won't do it.
No, maybe. See, I just I work so much, I never have time. I feel like that's just another obsession that's gonna pull up my attention, and I like to read my comic books instead of flipping through.
Do you have did you grab any books this week that you want to show off?
Let me see. They're all in the other room. Let me get
Sweet. Dude, this is awesome. First time having Ruby on here. This is cool.
So we're currently
One up here.
so we get an plates. So all my boxes, like I have some short boxes in this closet. I don't know if you can see them.
Yep.
But then I have the other closet is full of short boxes. The garage is full of short boxes. I've taken over their house with comic books. What we got here? Those are me. Those are AOKs. You guys can't see those yet.
I need to send some out. I do. I really do.
Well, my books. Let's see here. Oh, you'll like these guys. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, dude, you got it. Did it come in? Like, oh, okay. So that was the 616 one that you ordered, and the Simple Man should be there next week sometime.
Sweet. And I got
Oh, nice.
the 125, number 11.
Nice.
Nice.
And this was Scumbag number 1, the 150.
Hold on. Let me do this. Hold on.
Yeah.
Here we go.
There we go.
Yeah, Star Wars homage.
The Star Wars. Yeah, and he's like on a stack of stairs.
That looks like Masters of the Universe cover.
Star Wars.
I was gonna
Episode
say, isn't
4,
that
isn't
a
it?
Star Wars?
Yeah,
Maybe that one was- that was a hot
would've-
one too.
that would have been Luke, and that would have been Leia down there. Got the 154 for Mighty Morphin.
Oh, nice. I need to talk to my store owner to get him to give it to me.
I got the 1 in 10 for Last Ronin.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
And I got
Mr. Bolo says Last Ronin is shipping this weekend.
exclusive.
Love that Eastman, man.
Yeah.
Yep. Last Ronin shipping this weekend, Bolo said. Boom. There you go.
Nice.
The
I
rest
was happy to get at least one cover from Panda for that issue. That was a good read. I couldn't get that anywhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
he sent you one?
Yeah, I bought one from Panda. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Are those Golden Age top loaders?
I think they are. Yep. I think they're gold. The only way those last ones would fit in there.
I know. That was a big book.
It's an
Huge,
odd shaped book.
Mm-hmm.
very, very big book. Was that a scumbag?
Yeah, the 150 that Star Wars homage was Scumbag number 1.
Nice.
Book was
Nice.
wild.
I'm starting to get more into indies, not as much as I should. I know Ryan is all about the indies.
Yeah, I went and picked up We Live on his recommendation.
What'd you think
That
of
was
that?
in your. I liked it. It was kind of all over the place, but I liked it. It had this like childlike innocence in issue 1, and then this 50-year-old man shoots a child in the face. I'm like, okay, that took a hard left.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna be
the
picking up
second
number
one
2
came out
tomorrow.
this week. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be picking up number 2 tomorrow, and I'm not keeping them. I'm reading them, and my daughter's 13 years old and big into manga and like big into starting to get into Attack on Titan. So I'm just getting them, reading them, and giving them to her. See if she can read any books left to right anymore instead of just right to left.
Yeah, my 12-year-old is, oh my god, he's so like deep into manga now. That's all he wants to read.
Did anybody read Sea of Sorrows by IDW?
No, I heard good things
Did you
about it.
read the Road of Bones series through them?
No, I didn't read that.
No, it's the same creative group as Road of Bones wrote this Sea of Sorrows. It was actually a really good read.
Yeah, I've heard it's really good. I even heard Road of Bone was really good. I just
Yeah,
I
Road of
never
Bone
got around to it.
Has a little bit of historical, significance, a little bit that they
Oh,
tied.
okay.
So it continued on with Sea of Sorrows.
You guys want to hear a funny story?
Sure.
So you know how I have that Burke fan group chat on Instagram, and like I always put in there like when a new video goes live and whatnot. So like I'll click in there when a new video goes live, and then I'll go over to my app and I'll already have a notification. Ruben is already like every single one. Well, it's just amazing. I don't even have to send him notifications. He's just there. He is just there.
Hey, if you're not first,
If you're not first, you're not Ruben.
Yeah. Did anyone else pick up Rorschach?
I did.
I got that
You read
Momoko
it?
cover. It's probably the best cover I'll ever buy.
What is it?
It's nice. The Momoko variant for Rorschach #2 was
Dude, they put it in my box thinking that they're doing me a favor. So as soon as I got there, I'm like, oh, this is the Momoko cover. They're like, yeah, I thought you'd want it. I'm like, all right, appreciate it. So I'm just gonna go swap it out because this one reminds me of old Hitchcock North by Northwest going on right here. That's beautiful, dude. Like you can't tell me any Momoko cover is better than that. Any of them.
Well, yeah, I'm not a big Peach fan, but I did like that Watchmen cover. I got that one because my LCS had that one in my box.
My biggest gripe with her is she uses the dullest colors on comic books. And that Rorschach was actually kind of more vibrant, but no.
I don't like the way she draws Power Rangers. I don't like the way she makes them look very feminine.
Did you see the Omega Ranger one too? Like Scorpion just showed like a limited color one or something in a foil, and when I looked at it, Jason's visor is like down here because it's just half his visor is covering his face, and it's like down here. I'm like, man, this is all off. I'm so critical of her stuff.
I don't like.
There's a comic shop in Mississippi, and he is all up in the peach Kool-Aid, man. He's like, man, I call her, I know her, and I'm just. It's kind of like when you got somebody that offers you some cake, but it's the nastiest thing, or it's on the nastiest plate. You hate to turn it down, but just kind of grin and bear it. And every time he talks about Pete, that's all I do. Okay.
Hope he's not watching this. He's unsubscribing you right now.
I know, right?
Actually, I got to tell you,
I was at a con a while back, and then I went and done a live YouTube video that showed that I got a First Man Bat Detective Comics 400 out of the dollar bin.
Nice.
And
oh wow!
And so the guy, one of the guys that was a vendor there, he messages me on IG and he says, "That went out of my bin, was it?"
What? Well, I'm going to tell a story here real quick. So Ryan knows the story, but the rest of you do not know the story. I don't think, at least. So a couple weeks ago, I went to this comic book shop in Topeka that I've only been to one other time, and I do not like to go there because they eBay price stuff. Like I went there and I was like, hey, what are the prices of these? And they're like, oh, we just look them up on, eBay, whatever. And I'm
Shop like that, man.
And so I'm like, the last time I went there, I made a video about it, and I made it very, very clear. I did not appreciate the way they were doing business, and I said it in the video. Okay, and then a couple weeks.
Did you call out their name in the video?
What's that?
Did you call out their name in the video specifically?
Yes, I did. Yes,
Okay.
I did.
Go
Yes, I
ahead.
did. Yes, I did. So then a couple months go by, and I went there about a month or so ago, and just because I had time to kill before the football game on Friday night, it was homecoming. I had to go take photos and video. Anyways, I go there and I walk in, and the owner does like a never seen this guy in my entire life. Never seen him in my entire life. He goes, so you've been pretty active on the old YouTube. And I was like, all right, he's about to blast me for blasting his store on YouTube, right? And so I was prepared. I was starting to get ammunition up here. I was ready to fire back off all this stuff, But no, he was actually really nice, and he sold me, where is it? The 252 9.4 for a pretty good price. So can't be mad at it.
Give you a discount to try to buy your vote next time.
Well, he said he's been watching a lot of my videos, and he appreciates me coming in, and I ended up doing a video that day too. So he appreciated it. It's just crazy, and I've had other people too that are like, hey, you're doing a good job in your videos, and I had no idea who they are, just like random people. So
Of course, Steve secret shops his secret fans or something, because he goes in these places and people say weird stuff, like they know who he is, but then they don't actually say what they know.
Another time, what did that guy say? He says yeah, we have this or we have this one, and then he looks at me and he goes, "If you're feeling nasty." I was like, this dude knows who I am, but he's saying it nonchalantly, like no one else knows. Like that I used to be very nasty, but that guy knew. That guy knew. So I was like, this is weird. This is weird. Yeah. That's weird. It was funny though, for sure. What other books you guys want to talk about? Or should we just hang out and talk Power Rangers?
They're talking Peach Momoko in the chat.
Oh, talking Peach? What a good game. Peach Momoko is the younger community, that manga community that has entered comics. #1 artist. She'll be the young generation's Delato, Alex Ross type of Farland. Oh, I mean, maybe.
That is a disgrace to compare her to Alex Ross.
Oh.
I don't think he compared her to Alex Ross, just that's how another generation will see her.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I can understand the Delato thing or the Todd McFarlane thing, but Ross is on a whole different playing field than even those artists, man.
And he can do interiors too.
Yeah,
I
agree with Mark.
That's a different animal altogether.
Yeah, I honestly don't think she has any depth to her artwork, compared to
her.
Ross.
She would be a great tattoo artist.
Yeah.
If you look at her actual stuff before comics, all of it is fantastic. Like unrestricted Momoko doing Momoko stuff that she has up in her head is amazing. It's intricate. Like that Punchline cover B that came out last week with all that background, all the fine lines and details, that should have been her cover. That exact cover should have been something she did, but she's just not like expressing her actual talent in these minimal style covers with the majority of the book is just wasted real estate and everything. And it's just, I don't know. She's a talented artist. She just doesn't transfer into this genre very smoothly for me. And I get that the manga people like it, but this isn't mangas.
I just don't think she can draw action shots. If you ever look at her pictures, it's all facial shots, front center. She can't do any action poses. I don't know if that's her thing, is just doing the front facial shot, but show us something different.
So would she be like in the same?
Very true.
Touche.
Yeah.
So, I mean, would she be like in the same line as like Sam Keith? Because I know in the '90s, I couldn't stand Sam Keith's artwork. It's just so abstract. Now it's kind of grown on me over time on certain characters, but I just couldn't stand it. So I mean, she could be like that 20 years later, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. Someone like Todd McFarlane revolutionized an entire character who had been around for decades with his style.
Yeah, that's a different level, right?
I'm still hung up on that comment, man. I'm so hung up on that compared to the
he's
legends.
Almost offended. He's almost offended.
I am. Legends. I feel like a lot of these cover artists are fly-by-night cover artists, man. They come in, it's just a speculator game. It's not actual longevity in the actual industry. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's a huge market for that, but
I like what Stefan's comment said. Like, I would like to see her do some interiors. I don't think she can do interiors. I think she's a cover artist.
I would like to see her do interiors with no color in it, just black and white.
Just being a cover artist, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think she can do action shots, and that's just my opinion.
Splash pages, no panels.
Say that again, Ruby.
If the Moko ever did interior art, it'd probably be something like a book full of splash pages, no panels.
That's true. That is true.
So is nobody reading Ten of Swords?
Oh no, boo Hickman. I'm out of here. Good night, guys.
Oh, she just signed a huge deal with Marvel? That's crazy. Hey, you know what? I've met Scotty Young, and that dude is one of the coolest, chillest, nicest guys I've ever met.
He's on my list. I'd like to meet him myself.
So cool, dude. He reminds me of like a California guy, just like chill, and like he probably goes to the beach a lot, skateboard, smokes some pot, just super chill dude. Is
like he longboards to his drug dealer's house?
Maybe I don't know.
Hey, you got to be careful now. You're going to go to a con and to meet Scotty Young, and he's going to say, I don't go to my drug dealer's house on my longboard.
Hey, I didn't care. I didn't care. That was not me. Okay.
Now, quick question to the panel. What do you guys prefer, Scotty Young's artwork or his writing?
Not his art.
Oh, that is a good question. I don't know. I like his artwork a little bit for covers, but his writing is really good.
When he does art outside of the style of like the kind of like poppy, cartoony looking stuff, he does really good art.
He does have unique art style.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like, he's drawn some really good Deadpool.
He lives in Kansas. Dude lives in Kansas.
Oh, that's cool.
I've never actually read any of his work, but observing his artwork from a distance, I will say like it's so like perfectly stylized that it actually gets kind of old really quick, you know.
Didn't you do that book Middle West?
That's a good read. Yeah.
Did he do the interior art on that?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't know.
Just seeing his art style outside of those like stereotypical Marvel covers is good though.
Did he do one recently called Extra Violent or something like that?
Pretty Violent?
Pretty Violent. That's
Pretty Violent. Yeah. Yep.
I was surprised. I think I read the first issue of that, and I didn't really care to stick around. I was surprised. I mean, I figured people would stick to it. I'm surprised it's like, what, issue 12 now or something?
Yeah,
I didn't think it was going to last that long.
He's done a lot of indie work, Pretty Violent, Middle West, Bully Boys. He wrote the Deadpool series, one of the more recent ones, which I thought was pretty good read as well. He's been around.
Mm-hmm.
He did a really good job on Deadpool. Like,
yeah, I liked his Deadpool run.
I liked his Deadpool.
Yeah,
I felt like his like personality shined through for Wade Wilson really well. in that book. His Deadpool run was fun.
Thanks for the invite.
All right, Ruben. Have a good night, man. We'll see you later.
Later, Ruben.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah.
Cowabunga, dude.
And then
The
the
stream's
file for
going
this
down in
video
history.
goes corrupted. You never get to
We-
watch it again.
And we
Yeah.
never saw him again.
I'm surprised YouTube didn't block this video
Right?
as soon as he popped up.
Oh man, I couldn't believe it. Like I emailed him earlier because email is the only way I can contact him. And
That and smoke
Okay.
signals.
I was like, hey, we're gonna have a different panel on tonight. I'm inviting some of my channel members if you want in. He goes, yeah, man, I'd be down. And then he showed up in the chat. And I was like, okay, I need to email the invite. And then he showed up like right away. That was awesome. Wow, that was really cool for sure.
That's awesome.
Scotty
What-
Young is
what-
doing Strange
Yeah.
Academy.
And I forgot to
Oh,
mention Mr. Bolo. Yeah, exactly. Strange Academy is another great read.
There's like 1,000 prints of each issue, and everyone is talking about that book. That's probably
And that tells you a lot about his writing.
I bet that's Marvel's biggest book behind Venom and Thor right now. Probably.
I wouldn't
I can't think of
disagree.
any- I
Print
can't
runs.
think of any other book.
The red, you got it?
There was one you were
That's
gonna
the one
be-
that everybody's comparing to like Harry Potter and stuff, right?
Yep. Yeah, it has like a
This one
similar.
right here.
Yeah, the X-Men,
That
Academy. Yeah. Oh, like
Push that one.
Door number 2, first preview of Strange Academy. Wink, wink. Yeah, see, I read the preview for
I saw
Strange
that.
Academy like all 25 times. They put it in another book for 6 months, but
I'll be right
I don't
back.
know. By the time it actually came out, I was so tired of the preview. I was like,
So there's no X-Men fans on this panel, I see. I mean, because
No,
you can
I can
see.
tell you- why don't you show off some of those hot X-Men books behind you? Show
Oh,
off
you're
your
talking about
favorite one. Let's see.
There's a giant size X-Men number 1.
Oh, we were talking about hot books.
Yeah, no, yeah, we don't want to see any.
Oh. you wanting something like with like that then?
Yeah.
Is that a Campbell cover?
Yeah.
That looks like it. Yeah.
Jay Scott, nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so I changed this out over here routinely. This is my Rogue and Gambit wall this month, and then this is always my Uncanny X-Men, starting with 1 and going on down.
Is that Steranko X-Men next to Giant Size?
This is Neil Adams. This is the first appearance of Havoc. This is Steranko right here.
There you go. Yep, that's okay. Good. All right.
That's the classic Polaris cover. Yeah, I got him to sign it in back in January.
Oh, nice.
How many X-Men 266s do you have?
Now I only have 2 of newsstand and a direct. I sold my other ones. I've got some facsimile covers of it. But yeah, I only have those 2 now. I got Chris Claremont to sign this one back in July at the Huntsville Comic Con. And then of course, I got Gambit's first appearance right here.
Nice.
Yep. Cameo, right?
That's it.
Gambit's
No.
first appearance right here. And that and the direct and newsstand. So
Wait, what does CGC say? What does CGC say about
I
that?
don't give a rip what CGC says.
Oh,
Obviously, you haven't been watching my videos, Bart.
no, I have.
So let's see what CBCS says though.
Okay, let's see what it says.
First published appearance of Gambit. Let's see right here.
Well, then we can get into the whole Hulk 180 is the first true appearance of Hulk.
No, it's way different.
This is Wolverine's first appearance right here. Boom 2.
Fans of the Marvel.
I don't know anything about that book.
Oh no, this
That's
is
fans of Marvel.
That's Steranko as well, right?
it is.
Hold on, let's do this.
So this is a Steranko cover, and a kid sent in a drawing for an idea for a character that had regenerative powers and looked a lot like the character that we know today as Wolverine. So this is when people start saying 180, 181. 180, 181. I always just say, no, it's Boom 2. But I got it covered. So then, of course, you got Foom 10, which is actually the first appearance of Nightcrawler and Storm and all them, too.
I love that cover.
This predates Giant Size X-Men #1. Interesting thing about this, if you notice, the address label is still on the book.
Oh, wow.
And it has a return address, so wherever the person had moved.
Wow.
And look at the last name on that, Richardson.
That's really cool.
So I thought that was kind of
cool.
So with Gambit, it's way different than the Hulk and the Wolverine thing. With Wolverine, that's actually like, I mean, that's a clean cameo. It's one panel. He just has one dialogue bubble. With Gambit, he's all in X-Men Annual. He's like part of the main story.
11 panels.
Yeah, he's talking, he's fighting. It's a full appearance. It was just a publishing error where it was meant to come out after, but it came out before. But it's not a cameo appearance. He's just an actual character all through the book, spotlighted in a lot of it.
But should a cameo actually count as a first appearance if it is their first published appearance?
Yeah, cameo.
Well, it's not.
Yeah, different.
The magic is the word cameo and full. You know, a first appearance is a first appearance. If you want to break it down as in like this is like Stan Lee cameoed in a bunch of movies. He just had a very minor part that had no bearing on the story or the plot or nothing. In 180, Wolverine had a cameo. It was his first appearance in comics.
And this is why
he cameoed in it.
I steer clear of the word cameo. I don't like the word cameo. I think it's just, it should be the first appearance or first full appearance. Just get rid of the word cameo.
Because the definition of cameo, that's not even it, right?
Right. A cameo is a character that's already well established shows up in somewhere else.
Right.
I do agree, Jack. Cameo comics
first
is all
appearance. It's the first appearance.
Yep.
First appearance
or first full appearance.
Yeah,
Just keep it as simple
I
as
like that.
I do like that as well. We need to change the game. Dave, call CGC up and tell them we're changing the game.
I'm just one person. The market ultimately dictates what it is. But to me, a first appearance is a first appearance. A cameo, a character that's already well established, shows up somewhere else. You can't be called a cameo the first time you show up in something.
Well, because if you guys look at like Batman 655, like Damian Wayne, that's like a cameo, but it's considered his like first full appearance when it's really just a cameo. You know what I mean?
Are any of y'all reading Detective right now with Damian coming back on the scene with Black Man's Little Black Case book that was teased in 1027 and Batman 100? Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Going back to this whole little interwoven web of people trying to kill Bruce all the way back to him being a kid and stuff, like unsolved crimes even for the world's greatest detective, and Damian's on the case.
You know, Detective is the most consistent Batman book, right? You know, when Tom King was doing this little number and fans were divided, Mossy was keeping it like that. Austin LeMay's comments quite interesting regarding cameos.
Oh, that is true. That is true.
Only because money's on the line.
You know,
Right.
well, that's what they say, right? What's the first appearance? If you have a 180, it's 180. If you have a 181, it's 181, right? So
I have a 181, and I think it's 180.
I have both. I have
Oh, look at you.
I have Foom 2, and then I've got Foom 10, which is and then 182 as well. So just to cover all the bases.
But those are just magazines too. So I get that's like the whole Spawn thing, him appearing in. So I'm just talking about in comics, and I'm with Mark Spector on this. Their first appearance is their first appearance. The market can play games and all that. It doesn't change my opinion on what the word first means. So
Exactly.
Right.
Yep. I don't have either Hulk book, but to me, 180 is the first appearance. 181 is the first cover, first full appearance. it's the more desirable book.
And see, I've got both Gambits
book.
as well, and
I don't
I
care.
think the annual is the first appearance because it just the same thing happened with one of the Venom books here recently, didn't it? With that amazingly valuable brand new character.
It doesn't matter now. It literally does not matter.
Dude,
Yeah,
this whole
Moon Knight-
time.
Moon Knight had much the same way. There was a comic reader, wasn't it, David? When there a comic reader in between the third appearance?
Yeah. Yep. Comic reader came in between the third appearance. Yep. But it was like a preview or something like that. I forget what it was, but yeah.
Dude, my LCS has had those free comic book day Spider-Man books this whole time. He's had about 20 extra copies sitting in a box out just free this whole time through all this hype before it flopped and everything. I just look at him every time I go in there and shaking my head.
I've seen people selling them.
No, when people were selling them for a crap ton of money, and people were like, it was blowing my mind because they're just free ones sitting there all the time.
Yeah. I knew I had some people that were ASM fans for whatever reason. Their LCS didn't have those, and so I just sent them to them because
I can tell you why. Yeah, I follow some comic groups on Facebook, and I saw LCSs offloading short boxes full of them for a flat rate price of like a few $100s and stuff at one point. And they're like, "Oh, we couldn't get rid of them. People couldn't come get them, so we're just trying to make some of our money back." No, y'all held those. I clearly held those.
Yeah, I picked up some of the free comic book day Firepower, which I think has a little heat on it, no pun intended, but does have some heat on it as well. So is everybody reading Firepower?
Yes.
Yes.
I caught up with that quick after I heard these guys talking about it a lot. And
have you read the OGN? Yes.
yeah.
The big trade paperback,
Yeah.
So so Dave is the only one that hasn't read it.
I'm the only one that hasn't finished it. Yeah, it's 80 something pages. Yeah, it's a long read.
So good.
He's being very clear on his cameo situation here. He has started reading the book, Steve.
I need to go buy another copy. I love Firepower. That's probably a top 2 to 3 read for me.
Yeah.
It might even be number 1, honestly. It's so good.
It's fun.
I'm with Southern on this though. Like I hoarded a couple of the free comic book day ones because I think that's going to be way more valuable than the actual number 1. Just because
I have like
free comic book. Yeah, they just get thrown away. People are going to throw them away. Eventually, they might become worth a lot because there won't be many.
I think it'll be the 1 per store gold one.
That one too, yeah.
I tried to get that one, but there was a miscommunication on the basically like how good the book was.
Yeah, I just sold a book the other this morning, and then I threw in a free comic book day of the Firepower in there with it. I had so many of those copies. They were just giving them away at comic shops.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody mentioning that. So it's like the first appearance of Boba
Fett.
Yeah.
There we go. Hey, who wants to do a hangout watch party tomorrow? Like Mark is in for sure. He's always there. Who else is down? Like to come on camera and talk about it as we're watching.
Will the lag mess with that? Your live lag?
I don't know.
I was thinking, since last week, I've been thinking about how do I have to get it timed up where I'm watching it to line up with your lag.
Oh, that's true.
Because like you'll be seeing something happen and I'll be commenting because I'm a little bit Star Wars savvy.
An issue a little bit there.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. We got to get people on here. We can all start at the same time, and we'll be at the same place.
It's fun. It's definitely fun.
Yeah.
I don't have enough friends to nerd out with, and my wife loves the show, but she's just watching it as like it's just a standalone show with none of the history involved in it. And that's where it's at. Dude, I jumped on one of Southern's live streams. I think it was like 2 Saturdays ago because I was actually off from work and he was talking about Star Wars right when I jumped on. I'm just started going. Like let's talk.
Yeah, definitely nerd out on some Star Wars.
There were some pretty big Star Wars fans in this community.
Yeah, as you can see, I did pick up some Star Wars keys today.
I
I love the Dark Horse stuff. I mean,
Yeah,
I just had
Dark Horse stuff.
John Jang sending me an artist proof for that foil Darth Vader variant he did that sold out, and he's
Nice.
signing that guy. I'm
Nice.
getting a artist proof of that and his Last Ronin on the way.
Oh, cool.
Oh, sweet.
Nice, man.
They are. You should look those covers up. They're beautiful. Some of his stuff really stands out, and that Darth Vader one was one that it was so good that like not all of his stuff like sells out. Like both his Last Ronins has, that Vader has, and I wasn't able to catch either one of those. So luckily he does get copies of his own books from these people, and when he gets around to opening boxes up, he stays extremely busy. But yeah, I'm stoked about that.
Yeah, that was a cool interview, man.
That was
Yeah.
a cool interview.
He seems like a really cool guy.
He is. He's super chill, man. He's really nice. One of the nicest guys I've ever talked to, like in or outside the community. I don't know how I pulled that off.
Hey, sometimes things just
Very
happen.
charming. Very charming.
Yeah,
stars
yeah. I
align.
talked to I was talking to the owner of Big Time Collectibles, and he does a lot of exclusives through him. That's where the Draken book came from, and the Rorschach book. And so I was talking to Nelson, the guy who owns that. He's one of the nicest guys in the world too. And I told him that I was trying to work up the nerve to ask John to come hop on the channel. And he's like, dude, just ask him. He's the nicest guy in the world. So I'm like, all right. And I'd been talking to John like in direct message for a while at that point already, you know, just didn't really have the nerve to ask him. And I asked him, he's like, dude, that would be awesome. I'd love to. Thank you for asking me. I'm like, what?
What?
Thank you for asking?
Right.
Like, what? He's like, let me know what works best for y'all's schedule. I'm like, what? No, when can you do it? Like, I'll accommodate you, my man. It was just awesome.
John Jiang is following ICT Vinny on Instagram. What?
Nice.
Following me as well. Yeah, I'm telling you, he's one of the most supportive creators you'll ever see.
Jealous much?
So do y'all collect a lot of sketch covers? Because I mean, that was one of the biggest things I missed from cons is going and dropping off that sketch cover and saying, hey, this is kind of what I'm envisioning, and watch that artistic genius take place.
I've never done that. I want to, but I've never done it.
I got a sketch book that I have like Textera drew in and Magnola drew in because I was able to go meet those guys. I went to Heroes in 2013 when Stan Lee was there and got the Excelsior pass where you could go in like an hour before the general admission, and I actually hung out with Mike Magnola, just me and him for like 20 minutes.
Oh, cool.
Just talking about
Nice.
Hellboy and stuff, and George Perez, and yeah, just I have it all in the sketchbook. I haven't really done covers, but I did get the Mighty Morphin and the Power Rangers red blanks, so I'm going to be sending those off to an artist to have those done.
Dude, that red cover with like some paint pens would be pretty cool.
And the way that the cover is done, it's not glossed over, nothing.
Yep.
And the person I was talking to is like, yeah, that would be perfect. And he's like, I would love to throw some black, gold, and silver down on it. So I'm thinking like it might not go with the story, but I definitely need to see some Jason Gold Ranger.
What? Why not? Right?
Take it.
I don't think I'd want something to go with the story. I just want something unique to those books. And I'm hoping if I send them both, they'll do a connecting cover.
I do need to find an artist to come on, but I have been asking Ryan Parrott 1,000 times to come on my channel. He said yes at one point, and then he has not messaged me back every time I've asked him ever since.
He responded to the wrong person on accident.
So kind of off the subject, but your Hulk 181, what grade is it?
4 or 5.
Okay. Is it a complete one?
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't waste my money on it if it wasn't.
Oh, now come on, now some of us poor folks, we just got to go with what we got. Yeah, mine's
folks.
5.5, but it is missing the value stamp. I just sent mine off to Presser. Y'all might have heard of Eric, the comic book Presser.
Oh, this guy.
Oh, that was a segue. I'm glad
That's
you picked up on
you.
that.
Dude, I love shameless plugging. It's kind of my thing.
Well, he is the sponsor of our Thursday Night Chat.
Yeah.
You
Dude,
got to
I'll
go
run a
for it.
random commercial in the middle of my shows happily.
You got to let the people know.
Gotta
I
let
do it
him
for
know.
Kid Rano. I gave out your whole tier membership program in one of my videos one time.
One of mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I will.
Oh yeah, you were on there. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
I'm
it.
like, for $9.99 you can da 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 da. And like, let me tell you the value of what he gives away. So if you
Yes.
were willing to win once out of 8 months, you still make money.
Yes. I think that was in the week's end.
Yeah, weeks in last Saturday or Sunday,
Yep.
one of those days.
Come on, Vinny. Come on. Come on, dude.
You know, his Dead Day series wrapped this week. It was pretty good.
I think everyone's trying to, honestly, I think everyone's trying to get Ryan Parrott on. Everyone thinks they're the Power Rangers guy. Everyone does. And so, like, I've seen him on 1,000 people's things. Not on mine, but on everyone else's. So maybe at some point I'll get big enough.
Nice.
You know who Tim Seeley is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's the writer for Money Shot. I think he did the rebirth of Nightwing. Didn't he do that run, Bert?
Yes, he did.
And so I didn't realize he could draw. And this Bloodshot is an error variant, meaning that when it got shipped out, it's glossy. And it's very hard for it not to smear when he drew it. And he tried to get me to talk me into using another one I didn't have. And so I'm kind of a purist. He wanted to do a Rick and Morty header with a Bloodshot and Rye, and it just didn't mix. So he soldiered through it and did an awesome job of it. So,
I'm sorry, did you say you're a purist while holding up a PGX book?
Hey, look, so worry about that. I did not have it sent off while I was at Louisville Comic Con, and I did not like CBCS's red labels.
I thought you were going to say you knew it was a 6.0, but you needed a 9.8.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Well,
Have y'all seen that new company, EEG, with the custom labels? And
yeah, I like the labels. Yeah.
yeah. I just wish the cases weren't the open and closed cases, because the security, I mean, if I had a book, if I had lower end books, that I might send something off just to play with it, because it's affordable, it looks fun. I like to design my own label for something, and I'm not selling them, so why not?
Yeah, they put stickers on the side. You're supposed to be tamper proof, but I like the labels matching the book. So.
That's cool.
We've kind of
They're fancy.
We've kind of just been hitting it, you know what, the last hour or so.
All right, so look, as a guy who likes Power Rangers, but I would not classify myself as a Power Ranger aficionado. So I picked up the latest #1s.
Mighty Morphin and Power Rangers. Okay, great.
Yes. And both I got were the one per store for both of them. But so I got the last issue of the
55
series. So is that last issue an okay place to jump in with
Sure.
as much knowledge as you and be able to follow the story along, I guess?
It's going to be a little confusing, but you'll be able to catch up.
It'll be like me, who jumped in at issue 11 of Something Is Killing Children. Like, it'll be a little confusing at first, but you'll figure it out. Like, they'll touch on enough stuff that you'll figure it out. So 55, and then Mighty Morphin.
Push the arrow.
Because see, I've got my
arrow. Yep.
Power Rangers are the original ones, right? So I can follow any of that premise, but any of the newer teams I'm not familiar with.
It's the original team, but there's a new Green Ranger because Tommy is the White Ranger, but someone else is the Green Ranger.
What do you think about that?
I like it.
It's tough as nails.
I like it a lot.
Did y'all read the Psycho's Path, the graphic novel?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, we even reviewed it.
I'm definitely liking this Green Ranger. He's amped.
Yeah.
He is amped. As soon as we get off here, I'm going to read Mighty Morphin 2.
Oh, you got it. So how does Boom define people in your network, Bert? I need to know that. I remember you and Panda saying something about they said people in your network, right?
Yeah, they did. They did. I don't know. I don't know.
How loose is that definition?
We're trying to do the whole 6 degrees of separation here. We're like, we know the whole world through 6 people. You guys ever heard that before?
Yeah, Kevin
Yeah.
Bacon. Yeah.
The Kevin Bacon, yep.
Yeah, just like the Kevin Bacon thing. That is true. Yeah.
Have y'all read Sins of the Future?
I have not, but
Oh yeah, the new
I have it
trade.
downloaded.
Yeah,
I have it
it
downloaded.
was really cool.
I'll read it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
to answer
I
your
liked it
question-
a lot.
To answer your question, Jason, 55 is a great starting point.
Except the art. Don't judge it by the art.
Do not judge a Power Rangers by 55's art.
Okay, so it gets better and then
Yes.
Power Rangers #1 has the best art. Mighty Morphin 1 is good art, but
It's right there with it.
yeah.
There was a whole thing from like 50 to 55 where they were basically trying to buy themselves time to kind of get a couple of this new launch.
51 through 55 was terrible art.
Terrible.
Yeah. But
I didn't even like the Daniele art, honestly. It started to get too anime for me.
Dude, I had to go back and crack open issue #1 just to like what's happening here. I went back and looked. I'm like, dude, that is clean.
yeah,
It's so clean.
Hendry Presetia knew what he was doing, dude. He killed it with that art, for sure.
yeah. Here's what I'll say about Mighty Morphin and Power Rangers. What you know is enough. There are
Yes.
new characters, but they're strictly in the comics. If you had watched the show your whole life, you wouldn't know these characters anyway. So,
Okay.
like starting out at, I would say read 55 because it kind of sets up who the villain is going to be in the relaunch. So read 55 and then one in MM1 and PR1, and you'll be fine. Like I
Go
said, there's
back.
new Rangers, but it's specific to the comics. You wouldn't know anyway.
You need to go back to 53 or 54 when they introduced the Imperial.
Okay,
Well,
I'll do that then. So are you guys going to be picking up both the Mighty Morphin and the Power Rangers books?
so they're not going to be interlinking, really. Well, I guess I'll find out this next episode. But they're really supposed to not be interlinking.
Yeah.
After Power Rangers #1, it goes from 55 to Mighty Morphin 1, and then to Power Rangers 1. Like it's all one story, but then it is
It's
supposed
okay.
to branch off into their own books because it is
Ignore the fact that the cover that he just revealed has an interlinking plot cover to it.
So
The White
You know-
Ranger with the Omega Rangers.
So with the Boom Studios, Boom seems to be killing it with their titles right now. And it would be really awesome if there was somebody that had a Boom discount code similar to with another website. Bert, do you know anybody that has a discount code for comics?
I do. I mean, I actually had, when I had the 616 comics on the other night, we did have a discount code for that night only, and it was a 25% off one, though it was only for that night. But I do have a discount code you can use, and I can tell you, I'm not supposed to, but
Here first, folks.
there will be another sale soon, and it will be on the day that you think it would be.
Okay.
They do
Okay.
those often. That was another shameless plug I put in my at Weeks In. I told everyone to go check out 616 and subscribe to their newsletter because
Yes.
they throw out those awesome flash sales constantly with just random different stuff in there for 20-25% off, and you never know. And it's frequent. It's not once in a blue moon. I mean, it's pretty frequent. They're really awesome.
It's like almost daily. It's great.
So is anybody reading Devil's Red Bride?
No, I haven't even
What's
heard
that?
that one.
That's the one that Bueller has an cover for, and
Oh,
supposedly his first comic appearance or something.
Oh no.
Nice.
And it's like it reminds me of Mulan. You got a female, Japanese martial arts sword slinging. So I'm kind of all up in that. So it's only an issue 2. I got issue 2 this week. It's okay.
Bueller refuses to read Power Rangers. And I get it. I get it.
Oh, so you've torn off Bueller. No soup for you.
No, I love you. I love you. But I have tried many.
That's why Justin's not even on this show now.
I try to get him on. I try to get him to read Power Rangers so many times, and he's like, I cannot do it. I will not do it.
Dustin talked bad about Power Rangers, and Bert kicked him out. We know the truth.
Wow.
That was exactly what happened. He threw one Power Rangers book, and Burke just canceled him. Gone.
No, Dustin is always available. Come on here.
Power Rangers is very generational, though. If you were born before it was a hot thing, it just seems untouchable to them, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm kind of at that edge because I was already in high school, fixing to graduate when Power Rangers became a big thing. And so I know enough and, watched it enough from that standpoint. So me, it's more Transformers, cats, those types.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it aligns even more. There was a lot of stuff at the at the end of the 80s, early 90s, like Ultraman and kaiju stuff coming out of Japan, that stuff was very popular too. That kind of led into that. And of course the Turtles, yeah. I mean, they're a staple.
I love Turtles. Hey, I love Turtles.
But yeah, Turtles was what? That was a couple years before Rangers really showed up anyway.
So the movie came out in 1990, and the cartoon came out like a year earlier. And,
89.
And then Power Rangers came out in 93.
Yeah.
Because he's too old to do Power Rangers. He does enjoy TNT. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that with the Power Rangers series, they're already doing a good job of establishing it as just kind of a sci-fi-esque action book, Like Ryan said, it's so far away from the TV show now, and there's just that magical moment in Power Rangers #1. Like they started it out with the same tone and feel of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and then they had this reminiscing moment, then a quiet panel, then the book changed pace to what it's going to be moving forward with one single dialogue bubble. So are we going to break Draken out or what? And from there on, it's just its own thing, its own style. It's brand new. And, the suits aren't anything that's ever been done before comics. Its team collaboration has ever been done. Draken only exists in the comics. Their little cyborg buddy, their big cat, they're in space doing it's its own thing. It's only connected by name now.
It's like I always feel like it's like Star Wars comic books. You know what I mean? Like it's connected.
Let's not go that
far. What I'm saying is,
I was gonna say, not the stream, Bert, not the stream.
That's in a bit.
Friends turn into enemies. Oh, shoot. You guys anything else you guys want to talk about?
We only find them when they're dead.
Haven't been reading it. Should I?
Al Ewing is killing it. That third issue was nuts. First issue introduces a great concept. Second issue spends a little bit of time just giving you a little bit of detail on characters just so you know where your footing is. And the third issue just goes off the rails.
Yeah, I've still only read the first two. But I've heard nothing but good things about that third one, so I'm pretty excited to get into that one.
The way it is executed is some of the most beautiful panel-to-panel work, which I'm big on. And I know y'all have seen the covers, how they just have the words just splashed on there, really huge, like old 1950s sci-fi movies. Like you'll be reading the book and you won't even realize how entranced in it you are. And you'll just turn the page halfway through and there's your actual intro to the book with a 2-page spread of just throwing that on there and just the craziest stuff
with
happening.
The book and everything across the bottom.
Dude, it's gorgeous.
It reminds me of Avatar, The Last Airbender in storytelling, very epic, very chapter and very divided, very chapter oriented. It's really cool the way they do it. And I remember reading Beyond the Grid and thinking Simone is doing something unique with panel work here that I don't think it was quite hitting. He hadn't quite refined it to the same level, but it was there. You could see it, the way that like they were scratching through the universe and like breaking. Incredible work. It just wasn't quite like as fine tuned, you know. And then you come into this book, We Only Find Them When They're Dead, and it's just like he has spent time like honing his style. So he does like some of the coolest panel layouts in the whole industry right now. I think people are sleeping on his
wait till
panel
you get
work.
to the last few pages, man. Like as soon as you read it, you need to message me.
No doubt.
Like, I don't know how many times I said, "Oh," like I just had to sit there and just set the book down in my lap. I'm like, because the scope and the perspectives that they use in this is to make you feel like you're there and realize how small things are, how large things are. And
Yeah,
you
like
actually feel how
infinitely
empty
large.
space. Yes, and how empty space is. You're just like, dude, it is amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big indie guy either.
So let's talk about how horrible X-Men is right now.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's because Ruby G's not here anymore.
So as a X-Men collector, obviously, I have all 5 volumes of Uncanny X-Men from one on, okay? And then what started with the Jim Lee title, I have all, there's 4 of those. The current one's 4th one. So I have all those. So I'm prefacing what I'm about to say by saying, hey, I'm not just a fly-by-night X-Men reader here.
Yeah.
This is a total piece of garbage. I enjoyed what Hickman done in starting. You've got to get into the graphs, but he does that in all his stuff. But I enjoyed how he kind of reset it, but there was enough Easter eggs with the old stuff in there with House of X, Powers of 10. And I'm thinking the whole time he's setting something up big, and now it looks like Teenie Howard is ruining the whole thing. And it becomes
You're like the third person I've heard say that. I don't even read this stuff, but like podcasts and stuff, somebody always comes down to like she's ruining everything.
Well, I mean, the only reason I got the first few Excalibur is because I'm a Rogue and Gambit fan, right? I mean, and after that, I'm out. This is This is complete garbage. I could have used it during the shutdown for toilet paper. I mean, it was bad. I mean, and I'm like, with comic books, I'm like, don't mess them up, regardless of how horrible they are. But this latest issues, X-Force has been one of the mainstay titles. It's been really good. Benjamin Percy, who also writes the Wolverine, has been really good and spot on. I don't know what happened. I guess he fell off the bandwagon or let Howard take the reins. I mean, it's just garbage. I am totally the Wolverine. I'm with as long as he stays on it, but I'm kind of thinking Jerry Dungan's fixing me on there. So I don't know about that one. Maybe X-Force, maybe X-Men, but all the other, they're out for me. And which is good, I guess. And the DC Future State's going to give me a few months of saving some money too, to get into stuff.
I don't think I'm going to read that. I mean, I might grab 1 or 2 issues, but it's another money grab, man.
Yeah.
Well, it's a substitute too. They're not going to be publishing other stuff while they're publishing this, so it's not any extra money they'll be getting. So I don't know how I feel about it. I can't go 2 months without reading DC Comics, and I'm very curious to see what they're going to do. There might be some good stories.
So they're not going to have their regular books out there now.
No, it's only Future State for January and February. So let me know what you think of them.
That's why I was talking about earlier, why they would stop the momentum they had with the Batman title to start this garbage.
That's what I'm telling you. It all has to do with them resetting up and how the stuff's going on in the actual office building, man. It's scary, dude. For a DC at heart fanboy like me, dude, it is scary.
So, if you're not going to pick that stuff up, and you've already got so much in your budget, so to speak, for comics, or I know when the shutdown took place, I went back and got a lot of back issues. I used that time to pick up some stuff that I've been wanting to get. Are you going to do any of that, or what are your plans?
I think I'm going to do a pre-screen 9/8. I have so many books I need to send in that I think are 9.8 candidates. Like all of my issue 0 Ranger helmets, and then a whole bunch of other Power Ranger books, and then Batman books, and just a whole bunch of exclusive variants that I'm going to have. And so I'm probably going to send in a whole bunch.
I didn't even think about that's a good idea. Just to take those 2 months just to submit. Not a bad idea. I would say y'all know that the Wonder Woman from Future State's already getting slated for a CW show.
Wonder Girl, right?
Yeah, Wonder Girl. Yeah.
You talking about the Brazilian Wonder Woman?
Mm-hmm. Which had already been done by Stan Lee back in Just Imagine. That's just there's nothing new under the sun. That Stan Lee Just Imagine stuff is fire, dude.
Well, the Black Batman. I mean,
awesome.
There's nothing new.
Stan Lee took all these super people and just turned them into ordinary folks. It was really cool. I liked his Green Lantern the best, though. That was wild.
Yeah, I never read that.
It reminded me a lot of the what the Earth 2 Alan Scott was during the New 52 era. That Tom Taylor writing of Earth 2 was just unbelievable. That was like 40 issues of one solid story with no break. It was just one long story, like episodes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I read like the first 10 or so of that. I got to.
It only gets better. It only gets better.
Okay, so I hate that.
You're never gonna get over that, huh?
No, I'm not gonna pick it up anymore either. I can't do it, man.
Didn't you say the same thing about Silver Surfer Black?
Yeah, but the writing was good enough.
Tinian's writing's no good. I mean, what is this, Bert? You're talking about Department of Truth, right?
Yeah, I don't like the feeling I get when I get done reading that book.
Oh, it's an uncomfortable feeling.
I want to feel the way I feel after I read a Power Rangers book.
It's like getting mad you got scared at a horror movie.
And you don't have nothing to worry about, Bert. They can't read your thoughts.
I don't like it.
I'll read Batman Day 1 again.
Hold on.
Just the first 5 pages.
Hold on. Kyle Higgins is DMing me.
Let's stop the world so we can answer a DM from Kyle Higgins.
Hey.
That's why I don't wear.
Be quiet.
That's why I don't wear sleeves.
I just got done. Okay. All right. I messaged him back. We're all good. You're
good. We were fine.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go down the thing here like this, and everyone's going to say what they're doing on their channel coming up, and what they got going on, and maybe what you're doing over Thanksgiving too. So, Jason, what you got going on the SCG channel, and what are you doing in the next week or two?
Well, I got a couple of giveaways going on. Right now on my Instagram page, I am giving away these 2 books tomorrow for those people who went to that post and tagged 3 different people, and which entered those 3 people as well as themselves into that drawing. This is my 600 subscriber giveaway, which is a 9.4 New Mutant 88 CGC slab and an accompanying Deadpool pop to commemorate the achievement. And so so that's going on right now, and all people have to do is go to another channel that that's comic or pop related they're not currently subscribed to, which is any of the people on this panel as well as anybody that is in the chat, I'm assuming, and subscribe to the deal. Put hashtag SCG sent me, come back to one of my videos, and in any of the videos comments put you subscribe to so-and-so's channel, and I'll respond back, because unlike Burke, who has gotten so big, when people DM me, I don't ignore them. I ignore them for the people. The people.
Well, I mean, if your name was Kyle Higgins, I would respond.
Next thing you know, Jim Lee's going to be calling Burke up. You know, he's like, hey.
He's going to have Peach Momoko on the phone next week.
I'd love to see that interview.
Did you message me and I didn't message back? Or are you talking about the show of Comics 89?
No, I was talking about where you were talking to Kyle Higgins. You told us all to be quiet.
He couldn't hear him message him.
Right. I think.
Important people were speaking.
Like when you're trying to see where you're going, so you turn the radio down.
Shoot. Dave, what you got going on the Mark Spector Comics channel coming up, bro?
So I didn't want to, I guess, spill the beans, but I did finish recording my Road to 500 contest, and so that's going to be up probably tonight. I'm going to upload the video and release some information on that, and hopefully you guys can check it out. Some cool prizes.
I like it. I'm excited. I got the notifications turned on for all of you guys. So I don't know if SCG's noticed. I'm usually one of the first people in the chat. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed
Yeah.
that?
And I'll tell y'all something else about that. And he always is quick to say, "Hey, check out this, check out this." He does plugs everywhere he goes. Over on my channel. Not to subscribe
Shameless.
to SPG's channel, but come over to my channel.
Come over to my channel. Come over to my channel. Ryan, how many more notifications am I going to get about?
I wish I was lying if I told you that I have them scheduled out through Saturday. No. I figured out how to fix the notification setting, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. I had a video that went up this morning. I have like 2.5 hours of a 4-hour conversation recorded from last night, so that'll probably be going up, I don't know, Saturday, Sunday, probably Monday. So plenty of stuff coming your way, though.
Boom. Boom. And Mark, what we got going on in the Legion of Comics? I know we got the week's end coming up.
Yeah, week's end at some point this weekend, and that's just the spoiler-filled hangout video. And I've got these 2 large packages that I'm going to be unboxing and posting that video this week, as well as I'm right at 179 subscribers, so I'm getting ready to film the 200 subscriber giveaway video. And since it's the 200 subscriber mark, there's going to be 2 prizes. But as always, you do have to be a subscriber to win. So if you haven't, head over to my channel, subscribe to it, and hit that notification bell so you know when that video drops here soon.
Sweet. And tomorrow, watch party for Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 4. I want to have an CGC unboxing. And I have a 616 Comics unboxing soon. And I'm still going to try to get my wife on to do a live stream with me sometime. We did it like a month or 2 ago. It's probably longer than that.
No,
But
do another food one. Do another food one.
When my wife is on. It's
Do
like,
another food one.
Yeah. Oh, we did the food video. That's right. Yeah.
That was great.
They enjoy her more than they enjoy me, which is fine. But,
So how many subscribers are you away from 1,700?
good question. Let me look. Last time I looked, it was like 9. I'm 8 away from 1,700.
Nice.
So hopefully I can get there by this weekend. I assume.
You know what time you're planning on doing the Mandalorian tomorrow?
I don't know. Tomorrow night sometime.
Good job ballparking that one.
Tomorrow night.
And it gets dark earlier now too, so there's so much more time.
Yeah. I had a guess, probably 8-ish.
Your time?
So what?
Yeah.
9 Eastern?
About 9 o'clock for you guys.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That way I have time to, go get the Christmas tree and eat dinner.
I thought you were already set up for Christmas.
No, we have everything set up but our tree. They haven't put out trees this year like they normally do. We get live Christmas trees, and with everything. I guess the companies that go get them and bring them to town don't really want to go spend the money on a bunch of trees when people aren't really doing what they normally do. So
Right.
they've been late getting them to us. It's been a real bummer.
Well,
I've
we
got
have-
boxes of ornaments that have been sitting down here for like 2 weeks now. It's pathetic. Having to keep the kids out of them.
No,
Yeah.
I've seen some like news footage of like Christmas tree lots, and they are like reporting that they're very sparse.
We normally have a
this year.
lot of them, and we normally have a lot of them. We hadn't like passed them all the time. We haven't passed any of them, so we're going hunting for them tomorrow. Since me and the wife are both off. We're either going to go get a Christmas tree or cut down someone's short pine tree out of their yard when they're not looking. We're getting a tree, Christmas vacation style or not. We're getting a tree.
Personally, I vote for the vacation style. Make sure you make a video.
Russ, give me the axe.
Well, I appreciate you guys for coming on.
Oh my God.
Southern Comic Geek, Mark Spector Comics, Ryan always, and Mark from Legion of Comics. Thanks, guys, for coming
Thanks
on.
for having us.
It was a lot of fun, and thank you, Ruben. If you come back and watch this, thanks for coming on, man. That was cool. That was
Awesome.
So, thanks everyone for hanging out. We had a great time, and as always, go Cats, Cowabunga, and it's more.